Somebody gave me a record for Christmas, one of my sisters. It was one of my favorite records when I was a teenager. I haven't heard it in a very long time. Well, I don't have a record player, so I thought, you know what, I'll make one. Now, I'm not going to play it right here for you, and I apologize for that. I usually like to do things ahead of time so you get to see. But here you see how it operates. There's a little pin on it, and if you want to listen to it, skip ahead in the video to the 4-minute mark. I think almost exactly 4 minutes. But see, this is a pretty standard kind of thing that people do. You make a cone of paper and you stick a pin in it. You see how that pin was at a little bit of an angle there? And it works. It's a little strange, but it works. In this tutorial, I'll give you a review of how to make it. Okay, so I just used foam board, right? I made myself a little box large enough. I think it was 14 inches, because an LP, a record like that, is 12 inches. So, and then the controls, the workings of it are a couple of pulleys. And here, I'll show you how I made a pulley with that. A wooden dowel that fits on that. And the important thing here is to try to make everything as smooth and as straight as possible so you can try to get a smooth sound out of it. Mine is a little, I don't know the right word, hokey, but yeah, it's a fun project nonetheless. But here's the pulley that you can put rubber bands or string on. See, I cut 2 discs of foam board to one size, and then I cut 2 discs of foam board to a larger size. See, and it forms like a moon pie, right? And now that's a pulley. Now we can put the rubber band or the string in there, and I make 2 of them. One is for the turntable, and one is for the hand crank. And then I just see this. Look at this. All right, a couple of dowels. Assemble it all together. And like I said, this isn't a full tutorial. I just thought I wasn't going to even do a tutorial. I was just making this for my own fun, but I ended up shooting some video, and I said, you know what, I'll do a little video. It might be fun. If you make this project, send me a picture. I'd love to see it. And I will send you a certificate of contribution, just like I do with all my projects. If you make one of my projects, send me a pic. I will send you a certificate of contribution by email. I ended up putting a dowel on that as a handle, so I get a hand crank, so I could crank it. But smoothness is the key, as smooth as possible for everything. But hey, just an exposition of the beauty of foam board. And I started with rubber bands, and I ran a bunch of tests with it, and it just wasn't. It tended to pull, like to get tight and then loosen, get tight then loosen. Like the rubber bands acted a little weird, so I ended up changing it to string, which was a little bit better. But there we go. That's it. Simple little record player, right? It's very Edison, I guess you could say. And the turntable, right? I'm just having these wonderful flashbacks. You know, I haven't heard this album in very decades, and it was just kind of strange to listen to it. So there we go. See, it's a little bit wobbly. That's all right. We're not looking for high fidelity here. But it works. It does work. Just a pin and a cone of paper. I'm really fun. See, there's the pin, and angle your pin. If you make one, angle the pin. That's important.
Seven open calls from the back.
Okay, so let me show you a few little things if you're going to make one. Now there we go. See, there's the pin. Like I said, you angle the pin forward. You stick it through both sides of both edges of the cone, right, all the way through, and it works pretty good. Really surprised by this. And I tried different sized pins, and I tried a bunch of different types of cones. Look, I'll show you some of the experiments I went through. That cone, and then I did a bigger cone, and I was like, oh, it's not very loud, but that big cone is loud. I even tried no cone, like that. See? That didn't work at all. And then I tried like this kind of like drum diaphragm, kind of like a drum. You know, I thought maybe that would vibrate, but it didn't. It didn't work. That's tracing paper. You know, like the skin of a drum. Here, I tried a bunch of different size needles, and for the most part, they all worked about the same. Small needles, large needles. It didn't matter. The angle of the needle is important. And another tip here is I put some felt so the record would grab the foam board better, and it would spin smoother, and that helped. And I made a little stand for the other end of the cone. See? And that's it. So, let me see. What did I want to say? Oh, I wanted to say a couple of things. Thanks for watching my videos. Give me a thumbs up.